Just 5 minutes advance notice. Now it's almost 8:55 a.m. and the event will be open on time. And for some of you, we already met, and good to see you again. Others never met before. I'm glad to see you again. I'm glad to see you, and today we can become friends. And you have 5 minutes to start, and please wrap up your networking and conversation. We're gonna give you the ample enough time for networking during the lunch. And after 5 minutes, we're gonna start, and again, 5 minutes left. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. We must start. Now it's on time, actually a little bit over, I believe. We're supposed to start on 9 o'clock a.m., but now it's already more than 9 o'clock, and we are starting now. Hello, hi there. I know you, thanks for coming, most of you, I know. And today, I'm Daniel Lee, startup coordinator of the KOTRA Silicon Valley Startup Center. Today, I'm honored to stand here as your moderator. Again, thank you for coming, and welcome to KTAG. Official welcome message will be followed right after this. And today, we are gonna see 22 Korean startups pitching and 10 non-pitching teams at the networking table. I hope you to fully enjoy the presentation and make lots of friends. Please utilize KTAG for your networking. Again, thanks for coming. Today, for this event, we have a special guest. We're going to have a congratulatory address from Soo-Young Park, the president of the NIPA. NIPA stands for National IT Industry Promotion Agency. NIPA is a co-host with KOTRA and co-organizer of the event. And Mr. Park, please come forward. And folks, please put your hands together for Mr. Park.
Good morning. Thank you for the introduction. NIPA is, as he mentioned, basically our mission is to promote the IT industry. So we support IT companies in Korea. And so this event is a part of the to support the IT startup companies. In preparing this conference, I'm wondering, does anybody know what this conference name is KTAG? What does K stands for? What K means? Korea. Okay, of course. You can think about that. But actually, that was the last years. This year, we slightly changed. Anybody know what K? Knowledge? Possible. But actually, you know, as you know, we have a new government this year. And creative economy is our new government important keyword. So when we prepared this conference, someone issued a name the KTAG instead of the name KTAG. They suggest how about CTAG, which stands for creative tag. But KTAG itself has a kind of brand name power. So I suggest, what about say creativity but starting with K? Why not? Right? Sounds same, and which means Korea Creative Tag. So actually, this K stands for creative, which starting with K. So I contributed a little bit in preparing this conference. Anyhow, so important thing about the creative economy is, there are many aspects we try to do, but one of the important thing is to promote startup company so that they can grow and they can become a big company in the later on. So I think this event is very important. And so through this event, I wish a lot of young entrepreneurs can make your dream come true. And later on, you can transfer your experience to some other your colleague and following the young entrepreneurs. So I wish you good luck and do your best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Park. And now we're gonna have official welcoming address. For this, we have a special delegation from KOTRA, our KOTRA Seoul headquarters. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Mr. Kim Byung-won, Executive Vice President for Strategic Marketing of KOTRA. Ladies and gentlemen, again, please give big hands to Mr. Kim as he comes forward. Mr. Kim? KOTRA stands for the Korean Trade Investment Promotion Agency, and we have 120 branch offices all over the world. Mr. Kim, please. Okay, you're gonna get welcoming address again, and on behalf of Mr. Kim, I'm gonna make a brief remark for the welcoming and hope to listen from him again. Then he's gonna come as soon as he comes, and we're gonna have him to make a welcoming address. And sorry, now we are going to have a keynote speech, which is what you've been waiting for. Mr. Ki-hyun Jung, the Chief Product Officer of SinglePet, will deliver keynote speech. Mr. Jung used to work as a manager of Google Android team and an international planned product. And he also worked as a manager of eBay strategic innovation and business development. He's got an MBA from UC Berkeley, and wow, seems like we've got lots of things to listen from him, right? Okay, Mr. Jung, please. 이쪽에 김현, 파워포인트. 저 뒤쪽에서 해준다고 그러는데요. 사인해 주시면.
Okay, thanks for having me. Thanks for a kind, warm introduction from Daniel. So as Daniel said, I'm currently in charge of product and management for SinglePet. And also I'm in charge of business operation for US operation at SinglePet, which is located in Soma, downtown San Francisco. So I was wondering what could be the best topic for us today, because I believe that there are many startups here. Probably the most important question from those guys will be how we can get into US market. So since I'm a product guy too, so I'm trying to share my views and thoughts on how we can get into US market as startup. So I want to share those stories moving on. Can you, yes. Okay, before we start, I want to share the sort of Korea startups, status and where we are. So I guess there are many interesting Korean startups like Mera or KakaoTalk, Naver, 배달의 etc. So to me, one of the key reasons for them to be successful could be, I guess there are three reasons. One, the market infrastructure is quite amazing, like high-speed internet penetration, smartphone penetration, which is about more than 60% as of now. And when it comes to market situation, there are so many demanding, let's say, customers, meaning unless you are satisfying your customer, there's no way to win the market in Korea. So at the same time, the fast product cycle in Korea is so amazing. Third, to me, government has been really playing a phenomenal role in promoting this startup environment here in Korea, since they've been spending tons of money for promoting startups from the beginning. So I guess because of those reasons, startups have been really successful in Korea. But can I? Okay, never mind. I'm still adjusting this machine. But so when I look back on the whole history of startups in Korea, basically, I guess there are two waves. Even now, we are facing one second wave. So back in 90s and 2000, whatever, there was a fever around the online startups where we saw a lot of interesting innovations in Korean market. But in reality, we were not really able to, let's say, make a great dent or successful story in the global market. So here's my interesting story. So back in 2006, I was working at Google. So I was chance to present the strategy to Eric Schmidt and Larry Page about the strategy for search. So we were debating about China, Japan, and Korea, but basically we were quite clear about China and Japan in terms of the strategic value, but for Korea was not clear because my assertion was we should leverage Korea as test bed, where we want to test many interesting products, but from Eric's point of view, only the technological infrastructure of Korea, such as high-speed internet, might be the only use case he can think of. But other than World, he say there's no such innovation. There's no way to say Korea is test bed. That was the sort of his comment. So I wasn't able to persuade him. So likewise, I guess I feel like only games has been really successful in outside Korea. But when it comes to all the portals, which has been really walled garden, focusing on the domestic market, and all other players were not really successful in outside Korean market. But the thing is, now we are seeing the really interesting second wave on mobile world, where I feel like nowadays the mobile market all over the world is quite homogeneous, meaning even as Korean startup, we can try something crazy and cool from Korea targeting US market. So basically the battlefield for Korean startups are quite sort of like more open. So at the same time, I see many, let's say, capable, well-trained, well-educated startup CEOs are working in the mobile market in Korea, so that I feel like this is a really fairly important situation and era for Korean startups. So I want to just talk about how the Korean startups are moving outside Korean market. So probably let's start with the famous company line, which is basically led by NHN, the largest sort of portal in Korea market. So one of the key reasons for Line has been successful, from my point of view, is their really great localization. They started from in Japan, focusing on Japan market fairly well, and they have a really great patience on their investment. Also, they've been accumulating tons of knowledge and experiences for the market. So because of that, they've been successful in Japan, like South Asia. Now they're entering into European market. From my understanding, even in Spain, Line is so phenomenal nowadays. But the thing is, we haven't really seen yet any company from Korea has great sort of buzz in US market. We are looking still for another big star in the US market. That's sort of our mission. So I want to just share some benchmark for us Korean startups. So Israel, I guess many people in Silicon Valley knows that Israeli ventures are really, really great. I had a chance to talk to Magma Ventures partners, who is incubating Waze and other companies. From his comment, it was quite unique in terms of strategy. From the beginning, Israeli ventures focusing on US market. They are heavily focusing on engineering side. So let's say when I talk to one of the venture that Magma Ventures are incubating, out of the 13 employees, they have 11 employees are engineers with all PhD. And from the beginning, they set up the office either in San Francisco or New York. And then there are tons of great network in Silicon Valley among the Jewish people. But in reality, in Korea, in Korean society here in Silicon Valley, we are not like that Jewish society here. So I guess all summed up, from my point of view, we may want to really benchmark the Israeli startups for us to get into US market more smoothly and successfully. But in reality, let's say if I were a startups from Korea who wants to get into US market, it's not really easy to figure out where to start, frankly speaking. So the market competition is so high, and we don't have that many local talent. And I don't know how get into touch with major prestigious venture capital or working with the big companies. I don't know what's the local business practice is in the Silicon Valley. So basically, it's all quite clear from the view of key startups in Silicon Valley. Not working. Okay, so I guess it's more like my proposal and view on to the startups from Korea. So as a startup, in order to get into US market, there are many partners and stakeholders you want to get in touch with, like big companies like Google, Intel, or Cisco, whatever, Apple. And then there could be many venture capital. Definitely, those are the really great critical partners. At the same time, maybe you may want to leverage the big Korean guys who also want to get into US market, probably because same company, same people from same country, and probably there might be some synergy in between two companies. And then when it comes to access to local network and local talent, probably the big guys may have better advantage or accessibility to those markets. And when it comes to funding, also I guess the big guys may be able to provide some help for those small startups. So I guess from that sense, probably this, I want to just share just briefly what we are looking for and what we are doing in Silicon Valley from Escape Planet point of view. So for those of you not familiar with Escape Planet, we have many businesses in Korea where we have a OK Cashback, loyalty program, T-Map, and Nate, Cyword, and T-Store, like a smart wallet, something like that. So we are looking for find a way to make some business related to mobile commerce. When I say mobile commerce, I'm more likely converting mobile traffic to either online commerce or offline commerce. So in that sense, we are looking for also many partners with similar strategic interest, and we can help out those startups to get into US market as a sort of business partners or technology partners. So those are our proposal for startups. So because I have to close this speech in 15 minutes, this is my promise to Daniel. So this is more like a summary slide. So basically what I'm saying is, from big company perspective, we can provide investment, like a collaboration in product and business development. And also, we may be able to support business operation, and we can also provide some connection to local network. But more importantly, I guess this full commitment from the business partner is fairly important, because I guess all those investment from investment to support on business side is you can expect from many partners. But when it comes to commitment, I guess that's really critical to those small startups entering into this market. So here's my short keynote speech. And I'm really looking forward to working with you small startups here in Silicon Valley. And also good luck on your pitch after this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Kian. And even with the time constraint, I wish I could listen more from you, actually, but we're going to have it next time. Now, we're going to actually fill the missing gap. Next up is official welcoming address. Let me introduce my Kim Byung-won Isanim again. Mr. Byung-won Kim from KOTRA Seoul Headquarters, the Executive Vice President of the Strategic Marketing, is going to come forward and address the welcoming remark. Mr. Kim.
Thank you. Good morning. First, I'd like to express my gratitude to the 23 proud startups here today, as well as to our prestigious judges and the prospective investors. Startups are booming in Korea. In the last year alone, college student startups increased by 84%. In the mobile and the software sectors in particular, you are watching big emergence of unprecedented and outstanding Korean startups striving to go global. And more foreign investors are showing great interest in these entrepreneurs due to their strong business models, which have proven successful in Korea's highly developed ICT ecosystem. Viewing startups as a crucial part of Korea's economic growth, the Korean government is spending more than $1.1 billion this year to support them. And it is my hope that the KTech will bring about more inspiring success stories between American and the Korean companies. I wish you all the best of luck, and thank you for being here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kim. 이사님 감사합니다. And today, as you may have seen, so many special people came to celebrate and actually join with us. Next up, now let me introduce our judges and friends. We have some more important guests here who's going to help us as an organizer and who's going to help us for this event. Actually, these people are very important people. And we have 6 judges today. Judges, please stand up and say hi or wave your hand as your name is being called. Let me go by lady first. Miss Janice Fraser from Luxor, she's CEO. Mr. Michael Young from Become. If you know mysimon.com, then you know him. And next, Mr. Enrico Beltramini, managing partner of FabT Accelerator. And next, Mr. Patrick Jong, founder of Nursery Capital. And then Mr. Donald Yu, CEO of Aerial Technology. He's an advisory member of Chinese Hanhai Investment, our strategic neighbor and ally. And then next is Mr. Il-Sok Yoon, the General Director of Samsung Venture Investment and U.S. Chief Operating Officer. And one special remark, Mr. Yoon will be the leading judge today. And so he's like a Chief Justice. And then Mr. Kavian Baromount, CEO of Nest GSB. And finally, Mr. Bernard Moon, Korean incubator and VC co-founder of the Spark Lab, famous. Thanks for coming, judges and fire chatters, panelists. Now is the time that you waited most, finally pitching contest. But this is not just like a competition, it's like more friendly event. So before we starting, actually let me do some housekeeping. Really have to learn fast. 22 teams finish their job, must finish their job before lunch. So please keep up the time and 4 minutes. Each team will have only 4 minutes. And you can look at the time on the timer here. So please. And now I'll begin with the first team. This is real pitching. So now I'm going to start with the first team. First is Brixon. Brixon creates culturally relevant social and cultural games. Yes.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Andrew, CEO of Brixon. We are making game. We found our company in June 2013, and we are getting support from Korean government on $100,000 this year, and we are expecting more investment to make next game. Actually, before I came here, I visited Vietnam and New York. I got some business meeting with publishers and customers. After that meeting, I can know that there's a market we can get into that. Indian Story is a defense game solving the original problem of the defense game. We will launch this game next week in App Store and Google Play together. We had a focus group testing a few weeks ago. We have 3 implications why Indian Story can be awesome. First, it's children. Our game is very specialized for children. There's no a lot of time to be needed to play game. It only takes 3 or 4 minutes. Second, it's Facebook friend. You can share your score with your Facebook friend, and it's like a competition that lets you concentrate more on the game playing. Third, finally, we have quality sound and visual effect and visual effect. So that makes you feel a little surprising. We prepared the play video. Let's look at it together. You can shop items in this shop, and you can change your characters or upgrade your totem and home. And invaders from the upside of the screen, and you can just defend your home by touching the aim to shoot. There are 6 boss systems, and each boss has their special skills. You can use your items, and you'll see there's also fever time to get high score in very short time. I'm convinced you will be very excited in this stage. You can hear sound, it makes you feel better. Thank you. And we made this game for 6 months. It's quite long, right? But I'm sure we have best teamwork because our developers came from the same high school and working together very well. So teamwork is the best asset of our team. Second, our average age is 24. It's very young. So I think it means that we have a potential to become a next Supercell in Korea or something more. This is the picture when it started first. This little poor, right? We are from Game of Science High School. And the making period will be reduced because we are using the Indian Story IP to make next game. Thank you.
Okay, that was your Brixon. And next up is SOSO.
Hello everyone, my name is Julia, I'm from SOSO. 1 out of 20 children is suffering from ADHD, and 1 out of 100 elders are suffering from dementia. And this is becoming a global healthcare crisis. People want to increase their concentration or develop their minds for them to retain a healthy life. Our company has technology to make this all happen in all-in-one package, which is brain-computer interface and brainwave games, which is effective in brain fitness. Our company has 3 core technologies. The first technology is two-channel brainwave measuring device, which detects 256 signals per second. It is wireless and designed by ergonomics for easier access. Second technology is an algorithm which detects alpha wave and SMR wave. It analyzes the concentration, relaxation, stress, and development of left and right brain. After analyzing it in real-time signals, it is linked to the game. Our third technology is that we can develop diversified brainwave games, and we already have tons of brainwave games existing. This is one of our concentration game named Word Trip. It is linked by real-time concentration, the speed, and the altitude. When there's an obstacle, the user should increase their concentration in order for them to avoid the obstacle. There are a lot of fields where brain-computer interface and brainwave games can enter. But our company focuses in 3 types of business fields. Let me start with the first one. Brain development is the business field where our company most focuses. From last year, a product named Brain King is being sold in Japan for children's brain development. And we know that this model actually works because we already got the revenue of $450,000 last year, and we are estimating to have $800,000 this year. And we are going to expand the areas to China, Thailand, and to other countries also. This is not the only part that our company can do. Rather, we can expand our areas to games, which we are going to develop next generation interactive game by utilizing brain-computer interface or by converging it with gesture camera for the users to enjoy their gestures. Lastly, in the field of mental health, in case of USA, people having ADHD, within 10 years, they have risen for more than 70%. So we are going to develop a product which can give preventions to ADHD and dementia. In this way, we are going to converge brain-computer interface and brainwave games production technology in order for our company to go to the fields of mental health, games, educations, and to variety kinds of fields also. Let me introduce our great team. Our team is composed of 14 employees, including the CEO and CTO, and we have a director who is an expert of fMRI and MRI hardware for more than 20 years. And also, we have 2 mentors from the great university in Korea. They are the professors who are more than professionals and specialists in their fields. That's why we need this amount for us to expand our areas. We never got an outside investment, but these are the things that we are going to do when we get the investments. Thank you, and hope there will be a hand who want to enjoy the future with us. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, that was SOSO. Their original spelling sounds like a SOSO, but they didn't like that pronunciation. So that's why I just named them SOSO. That's quite impressive product and solution. If that could improve my brain, probably I'll have to be the first one to purchase it in any way. And I like this piloting part. Those who have like a certain age will still remember those shoot them all game in those back in those 80s. So that was SOSO, and next up is SIXCLICK.
Good morning, everyone. 2 hours and 38 minutes. This is the average amount of time people spend on the smartphones every day in Korea. Over half of this time, however, is spent aimlessly, playing games, watching videos, or checking up social networking services. Someone might ask why people spending so much time on their smartphones without a special purpose. What is that they are looking for? We think these people are looking for something entertaining for their idle time. Pikicast is an online service that strives to satisfy these needs by curating service. Our core value comes from the curating team, which is made up of experts who have a deep understanding of content consumption behavior on social networking services. Pikicast is a media platform where these curators can display the contents that they have deemed worthy of going viral. This started with Facebook page in 2012. Because of around 70% of Korea's young age group use Facebook on a daily basis, our team mainly curates TV shows, entertainment news, celeb gossip, and other entertaining contents for young adults in their 20s. Here is an example of our curating work. For example, we took screenshots from a TV program we picked. The program is about introducing French's version of the SAT exam, and it caused a lot of discussion among people simply because Korean students become extremely stressed by this exam. This content was uploaded days before the exam day, and there were more than 100,000 likes and around 2 million people saw these pictures. The viewership was much higher through our page compared to when the show was aired on TV to a national audience. Pikicast has already partnered up with top TV broadcasting companies, entertainment companies, and individual content providers in South Korea, which has allowed us to cultivate a number of successful pages on Facebook. All of these pages are very active, and we have 3 million fans in total. And these pages account for around 30% of Korea's top 30 Facebook pages. Through this page, we are uploading hundreds of curated posts per day, which reach more than 10 million people every week, and it accounts for nearly all of Facebook active users in Korea. This could be achieved because the company has the best curating team. Today, Pikicast generates revenue well above the break-even point from Facebook alone. We make money by selling products or services which can make stories in social platforms as a powerful marketing channel. We can make a big buzz by our pages, so we make stories about the item we want to sell to induce users' purchasing demand and set it on our commerce site. We sell around 10 items a month now. It gives us $100,000 profit a month. Of course, the number of items we sell a month can be increased because we think these posts are not advertisement but information. Moving forward, we plan to expanding our services to our own media platform, integrate with and full use of Facebook. We have proved our business model already, and I'm looking forward to apply this business model to expand Pikicast. If you have any question, ask me in Q&A session. Thank you very much.
Good job, Pikicast. I introduced them as a SIXCLICK, but Pikicast is a team actually identical with a SIXCLICK. Probably one of them will be the name of the solution. The two interesting things is curated content of SNS plus Facebook, like Facebook integrated the feature of the Facebook. That makes their business more interesting. Okay, now next up is ASD technology. ASD.
Hello, my name is Dmitry Malin. I'd like to introduce our product called Cloudlike. So Cloudlike is a white label private cloud storage. Our clients are telecoms, I mean mobile carriers and internet service providers. So, and we help them to acquire, retain, and monetize their client base. So personal cloud market is really huge. It will increase up to $6 billion, and according to Forrester Research, has growth 25% a year. So about market trend, this market is maturing and moving from early adopters to mass consumer. One branded services might be blown away by ecosystem storage providers. For example, storage from your search engine, storage from operation system provider, and also storage from your mobile carrier. So mobile carrier has permanent problems to acquire and monetize client base. And we help mobile carriers to do this. So the right question here, how to identify a cloud consumer. According to our data, 80% of mass audience of mobile carrier don't use private cloud. So, you know, for mobile carrier, it's really simple to do this because we know age, we know gender, we know statistics about multimedia messages, we know internet traffic. We can build a model and predict our right consumer. So how to deploy cloud? Maybe have a deal with Dropbox. It's not good because in this case, mobile carrier user base will move to Dropbox. Also, there is no control of the service, no way for any kind of improvements and differentiation. So what we've done so far, we deployed our Cloudlike in Megaphone. Megaphone is a top 3 Russian mobile carrier with 60 million client base. So why Cloudlike? Cloudlike has proven user engagement. More than 30% of users use our product on a daily basis. We include into our platform OpenStack Swift. It's a cloud platform that tested on terabyte, petabyte deployments. Also, our product has no vendor lock-in and shipped with open source codes and right to make any changes. Also, it's possible to fast to launch the product start without any big upfront investments. So our business model is license revenues. We have very experienced sales team. And for example, we have Brian Burns with us in our team from California. We have 2 deployments, Megaphone and LG Cloud. Each deployment has budget approximately $500,000. So originally, we are from LG Cloud team, and we are looking for $2 million investments for mentioned purposes. Also, we are already investment by Korean government. Thank you for your attention.
Sure, no problem. Can you please? Hey, don't take it. Thank you. Okay, that was the ASD technology. And now, next up is IMLAB. They come up with IMLAB, ready? They come up with a very interesting product, which is a CPL education system, actually without any actual coach. Now you can run these CPL stuffs by their solution and computer program. IMLAB, okay, could you?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Sungwon Lee, the CTO of IMLAB. IMLAB deals with medical education systems and healthcare platforms. For the very first product we have developed, HardySense. Okay, I have a situation here, which is shocking. So my question here is, would you bravely come up front and save him? If you asked me this question like a few years ago, my answer would have been no at all. It's not an unusual situation. Nearly 300,000 people in the US are suffer from sudden cardiac arrest. And let's look at the CPR implementation rate. In the North America, just about 30% of the people are having CPR. And we found the reason, from current CPR education system. Well, look at them. They have no feedback in marking. They have no guideline. So look at those two guys. They're cheating each other. Like they don't even, the thing is they're both wrong. There's no feedback. So our goal is to, with a slight touch on this mannequin, to bring much more interactivity than the expensive one. I think there's something wrong on the slide. Okay, thank you. So our model, HardySense, is basically sensor kit and application. So this sensor kit is simply attached to existing mannequin, and the application controls the, gets a signal from the sensor kit and reads it, and gives the experience to the users. So we have two different types, basic type and projection type. Basic type actually emphasizes the usability and the portability of the system, and this projection type gives immersiveness of the system. So this is the basic type. When the program starts, the user chooses the scenario, and he follows the game-like UI for the fun-learn process. So this is projection type. So with a game-like UI, he naturally learns the process, and he knows how to press it, how much of pressure he can give, and also the artificial respiration as well. And most importantly, after all the process, he gets the assessment result, so he can review their process, and it's also good for the trainers to analyze them and manage them. So our model's educational effect has been proven by a lot of user tests and expert reviews. It has much shorter training time and also lower cost, of course. So we firstly target for medical institutions like schools, medical schools and hospitals, then gradually to the military and the schools, which is a bigger market, and we already got the 2 pre-orders for the projection system. So our future plan is to make HardySense glove so people can actually use it on the real situation, and we have perfect team for this. We have chief medical scientists who constantly give us feedback, and 2 developers, and designer, and CEO as well. So all these people are CPR survivors. This cute little baby, Kinley, has saved by her father, and Kyle by his friends, and this Genesis by passerby. So our goal is to save more people, to save more Kinley, more Kyle, and more Genesis out there in the world. So any angel investors or partners who can share our dreams, please join us and get ready to save more lives. Thank you.
Thank you. Especially, I love the last part of the presentation, where we could see a lot of people, especially young children, who were saved by this CPL, and that made the presentation even more impressive. Okay, next up is, that's probably the last theme of the first session, session 1, right? So, playplanet. Are you ready?
Hi, my name is San, CEO of playplanet. playplanet is a marketplace for local trips. I will tell you my story. Last year, I went on a business trip to the Philippines. After hard working, I wanted to have one free day, and I wanted to try some nice local food and try to look around the places. But however, I walked 2 hours to look for a nice restaurant. At last, I met my friends, Hans, and his friends. Luckily, they took me to the beach. They used to learn the swimming first time, and they took me the real destination travelers never go. I think this is not just my story. It can be your story too. When you go on a business trip, you want to try something new, but it's hard to access the local information. Of course, you have a smartphone and a lot of good, nice travel application, but it's hard to book and payment. And at last, the ordinary tours leave you disconnected their experience from real local. So I think people want to experience the local. Why don't we travel with locals? Local means walking dictionary, search engine, travel mate, lonely planet, and the door to the destination and new word. Agree? All in one person. Nowadays, more people travel often, more online booking, more independent travelers. In markets, 357 billion trips booked, 91 billion online booking, 20 million independent travelers. So playplanet provides us a solution through the web platform, connecting the travelers looking for authentic experience and locals who can provide it. How does it work? On the on playplanet web platform, easily search the destination you're visiting or the locals like Hans, my friends. There are a lot of listings provided by locals. Review listing and book it. Like local people, whenever they host, they make money. And when you travel, you can save time and you can try the real authentic local experience, which means save your money and share culture. playplanet takes a 20% commission on each transaction. 20 million trips and average fee is $20, so 400 million revenue. This is next year our aim number. In order to make this business successful and sustainable business, we have 3 strategies. First, contents, which means secure enough hosts. Second, enough community to attract enough travelers. Third, commerce, which means build a sustainable transaction based on the enough hosts and enough travelers. Now we have 50 local partners to have a secured enough local hosts. And through the online platform, we more focus on online community. So monthly we are running the events. We are young and passionate team which truly believe travel and our technology can make an impact. So we are ready to play this game. We play Planet. Let's play Planet. Thank you.
Thank you. She just finished on time. And I like this solution too because it reminds me of my old vacation. And probably, you know, we all know my heart will go on after this hard and busy, hectic days. Everybody want to take a trip or vacation with the family or people they love. So that's the potential of this solution, although with lots of competition. Okay, now that was the end of session 1. And we're going to have team, please come up. Please, teams, startups. Please come up. And now we're going to have a Q&A session by judges. Judges, please raise up your hand if you have any question, comments, or feedback. Yes, after they stand here. Okay, please. Thank you. Let's give them a big hands now, again. Okay, judges.
We're over here. Hi, everybody.
Okay,
Good job,
Patrick.
everybody. The presentations were wonderful. So, want to thank you for being brave enough to stand up there and tell us your stories. My first question goes to Pikicast. So, the question I have is, do you feel like your service can go global? I feel like your service is very targeted for the Korean market.
Yeah, because our strength is to have a best curators. It's very qualitative job, so we are focused on Korean market. But I think we have some same cultural background in Asia, so we are looking forward to extend our business to Asian market first.
And so how many curators do you have right now?
We have 15 curators now, and it's very interesting to hire the curators. We looking for the best page owner and then contact them, and we have brand name Pikicast. They comes to us very. They are very happy when we send the invite message to them. Yeah.
And so I'm going to keep talking unless the other judges jump in. So, are there any U.S. equivalents that you're aware of?
Pardon?
Are there any companies in the U.S. that have followed, a similar path?
Yeah, there is a. I think the creating job, Huffington Post, they are doing some similar job with us, and some BuzzFeed. There are website named BuzzFeed. We are doing some similar path to them.
And are you aware of 9gag?
Yeah, we know
Okay.
9gag.
They were more on the comedy side, right?
Yeah.
For funny
9gag
side.
and 9gag TV. Yeah.
And 9gag, how many times do they post a day? Do you know?
How many times? 9gag. There are two pages in 9gag. They post picture, funny picture, or the YouTube video. They create YouTube video, and they have around 10 or 20 a day, I think. And we are same per page. We have 10 pages in Korea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Other question? Mr. Yu, Donald, you too.
Yes, I have a question for SOSO. Are you familiar with any other companies that are doing what you're doing?
Yes, I know two competitors, which is NeuroSky, which is in Silicon Valley, and another one is Interaction.
Okay, what kind of IP do you have, IP protection you have against what NeuroSky has?
IP.
Yeah.
Our company has a patent in Korea, but we still don't have a global patent yet.
So if you are planning to come to the US, are you concerned about the infringing patents on NeuroSky?
Pardon, please. I can't hear clearly.
No, if you are planning to come to the US market, are you concerned about infringing NeuroSky's patents?
No, I'm not concerned with NeuroSky because we kind of have different business models. NeuroSky only provide devices. Our company provide devices and contents and also the software. And NeuroSky is only using one channel, and they cannot measure the left and right brain development, but our company does, and our company is using two channels which can measure the actual amount of the real-time signals.
Well, I'm more concerned about your technology, whether you infringe what they're doing, or I know your business model may be different, but how about the basic technology, the core technology?
I think our technology is kind of different from NeuroSky. They only sell the parts or the devices only, and we kind of different parts from NeuroSky.
Okay.
And
Thank
right
you.
now, as I'm aware of, NeuroSky have stopped right now for production, but our company is still on we already have the device, and we are now ready to on the sale. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Any more question?
How much time we got?
Probably, possibly, for you, I can give 5 minutes.
Oh no, just cut me off whenever you need to. The next question is for IMLAB. How many units a year are sold in the U.S. for the standard typical CPR unit?
Oh, the units. I mean, we only know the price. I mean, like how much they have sold. So like by calculation, nearly we calculated about 200,000 in the US market.
So 200,000 units per year are sold?
Yep.
And how many companies sell those units?
What's interesting in this business is this is monopolized by two big companies. One is Laerdal. They occupies about 80% of the market, and the rest, about like 15, Brixon. So we have two big companies.
Okay, and then how many, like if you disrupt them, how many units do you think you can sell?
Excuse me?
How many units do you think you could sell per year?
Per year? See, we expect, we only calculated the revenue actually. So for the, in next 2 years, we look for to have $5 million of revenue.
Okay.
Okay, any more question, feedback, or comments? Janice, do you have? No, okay. All right, if not, then Q&A session is over, and you can safely leave for the next session. Let's give them a big hand. Okay, take this mic, please. All righty. I was going to take a picture of those people, but I missed it. Okay, now the session 2 will begin. Okay, we're going to start a new session for the new round, session 2. There are 5 teams for session 2, and 5 teams ready. The next team, which is the first team of the session 2, is NoTag. Is NoTag ready? Okay, please. 거기 있어. 내 목소리가 그거. 그거만 눌러. 20명, 30명이야.
Hello everyone.
목소리 작.
Hello everyone. I'm Aiden, the CEO of NoTag. NoTag is comprehensive assistance cross-border e-commerce. Why do only 0.1% Korean supplier export their product to global market through Alibaba and eBay? Most of suppliers, they should invest lots of time and money for complicated trading process such as language translation and shipment. That's why long-tail supplier should give up to use the website. And also, global audience and reseller should overcome complication with the different language, payment, currency, and delivery. With NoTag, nothing to do, nothing to think. Here is good example. The Korean supplier can make consignment contract with NoTag. NoTag start to translate product information, change currency, and upload item to localize e-commerce in each country. Global audience and reseller, they have easily access to localized website, and after ordering the products, NoTag manages all process of trading. NoTag provides localized customer service and follow management. We have 4 strategies. First one, we can expand global networks faster and easier. We only need local salesmen and promotion in each country. We do not ask any fee from supplier. We can make our profit from consignment to sale. And also, we made a localized e-commerce website in each country. Most different thing with other competitor, we do a direct sales promotion, such as international show and closing deal. Yes, there are 124 billion world market size in huge space. Through unique quality and small products, we have a goal to secure 3% market share Yes, now I'm working with 8 brilliant experts as an engineer and marketing and designer. I'm an expert of trading. How can I improve? 2 days ago, I was selected by Korean government as a future trading hero. Yeah, hero. So I got a chance to receive an award from Korea president next month. It's true. So I hope she will improve my expert. And also, we do not receive any money from mother and investor. We just are working very hard with our idea and our experience. For last years, we made it 400,000 US dollar. Yes, we know Alibaba and eBay are awesome company in the world. However, in the world, long-tail supplier and customer and reseller, they really want to meet each other. That's why NoTag will break down the barrier to cross-border e-commerce. Thank you very much.
Okay, that was a NoTag, and I guess they put the name of the business NoTag because they're gonna supply the tag, right? For the globalized platform all over the world from Korea. Okay, next up is a very interesting company, SinglePet. Okay, while their solution is combined with hardware, so probably it's going to take a little more time, a few seconds more, to set up the table. Are you ready? Okay. I personally don't have any pet since I lost my first pet, probably first and second pet when I was so young. You know, it just everybody has the same experience, just gives a heartbreak, right? So, but I like this product. This is like, I don't know how to put it, how to name it, but you will like it.
Okay. Sorry for the rating, and let me go start. Hello, my name is Lynn, and I'm a co-founder of SinglePet. Sorry. Start again. Hello, my name is Lynn, and I'm a co-founder of SinglePet. Let me show you a picture. The dog in this picture might be yours, your friends, and your neighbors. These days, a lot of people, especially singles, started to grow pets because they don't want to feel lonely. In the United States, 55% of singles were pet owners. But their busy lives makes it virtually impossible to look after their pet. As a result, 60% of dogs in the United States are suffering from separation anxiety. More sadly, many pet holders who can take care of their pets often choose to abandon their pet. Our vision is make people and their pet more happy. That's why we developed SinglePet. SinglePet is a remote and smart hardware. SinglePet is a smart and remote pet care solution, which includes hardware, gadget, and mobile application. Throughout development and planning, we consulted a very famous dog behaviorist, Dr. Lee. So I'm going to show you the SinglePet. Ta-da! Yeah, doesn't it look cool and cute, right? Here is the movable camera, and here is the speaker. Inside, there are two boxes. One for food, and another for snack or vitamins. We received gold medal in this year's Impact's American largest invention show in Pittsburgh. Let me show how SinglePet works. As you turn on your application, you can see your pet through the movable camera and communicate with through speaker and mic. And you can feed food or snacks by simply pressing a button. If food is running low, you can reorder right away. Very smart. Yeah, you have seen the basic application in the movie, but it doesn't stop there. In the near future, there are plenty of pet-related services and content, such as e-commerce, nutrition analysis, SNS functions, and location-based pet care services. Therefore, we have a lot of opportunities to partner with global companies. In Korea, we have already partnership with SK Broadband to sell our product as a rental package, and SK Telecom to develop pet training content for smart TV. In addition, SK Telecom, we work with City of Seoul and Seoul Rehoming Center to create Pet With Me platform. Now, anybody can take care of homeless pet using online website and our application. And this project is indeed our B2B model. We are an amazing team of developers, designers, and marketers. Our CEO, John, has 10 years experience running company and founded his first startup while still in university. And this is his third startup. SinglePet will save your beloved friend from loneliness and make you and your friend more happy. Thank you.
That's going to be also a very useful tool for the pet larceny, which is frequently obtained these days. Okay, now the next up is EPS company. And careful. EPS is developing vision-based senseless parking guidance and speed detection system. Yeah, it's very interesting. EPS?
Hello everyone, my name is Shinyoung Kang from EPS. EPS, we provide affordable yet innovative parking guidance systems. Look at these two pictures over here. The first one you see, we all been there, waiting in the line for parking lots, not even knowing if there's even parking lots for everybody. But in the second picture, we see that everybody is parked orderly and it's hassle-free. The second one has implemented the parking guidance system. Let me take you through a real-world example. In the International Airport of South Africa, after implementing the system, has seen two distinct results. One is that the average time finding a parking spot has decreased from 8 to 2.5 minutes. Also, revenue has increased to 5 to 6%. Now you might be asking, why isn't this more widespreadly implemented? Well, this is because it's costly. Only facilities such as casinos, department stores, and hotels are able to implement them. This is because the current technology uses sensors and cameras to be implemented at every single stall in order to find the parking lots and to find vehicles afterwards. What we propose to do is to do the same thing, to achieve the same results with using only a few CCTV cameras, ultimately bring down the price to about 1/5 of the price. With this, we can also use our cameras to act like a security camera and to use these cameras to implement an automated payment system. Because we use CCTV cameras, we're no longer bound to indoor parking lots. We can also reach out for the outdoor parking lots. We currently hold 10 patents, patents in 10 different countries, 4 of which are still pending. We see a forming market in these luxurious markets, and we see it's very profitable. But now, because of our benefits, we can go into the untapped market of outdoor parking lots and even apartment complexes. The total number of the smart transport market is about $27 billion, and we estimate about $3 billion to be of the PGS market. But this number is only to the current PGS market, because our technology goes beyond the boundaries of the current technology. We expect to expand this market. Currently, we have a couple of companies which are very interested in our product. Hyundai Construction, for example, said that they are very interested in implementing this system in their next apartment complexes. We see 3M, which also given us a letter of intent. And the KOTRA, which is the Korean racehorse track facility, which is also very interested in purchasing our item. Our team is composed of very competitive team. Our CEO spearheads our team with his 21 years of experience in sales. Our technical team also has a very range of backgrounds, such as KAIST, Hyundai, and Stanford University. What we need is $1 million in order to push our product from prototype into production. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. I think I need to call my mom saying there is a solution for you. My mom is a terrible parkour. Okay. Then next up is A&T Holdings. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dylan, Chief Strategy Officer at A&T Holdings, and I'm a data scientist who really loves to take a photo in everyday my life. Can you guess what are these numbers? Yes, there are already too many photos in social media, and they are growing bigger and bigger very fastly. And these too many photos makes a new problem. Yeah, among those photos, there are your precious visual memories in your private life, and you have to discover, manage, or create them. And it could be some time-consuming and tidy and sometimes painful experience. So these tools are some kind of tools. It can help those problems, and very popular tools. And below screens is actually my case, and because I have lots of photos in social media, and I had to use these services to manage them. And how about it, these screens? Yeah, I had to do endless scrolling and frequent zooming, and then picking. Yeah, is it simple? Do you think so? Is it useful really? It did not. So we made a new approach. It's using context information combined with a real-world photo. Because we believe that context makes story, and story enforces the contents. For the detailed technique, we those techniques to extract, analyze, and utilize the context. And we have some patents in Korea. And so the result of it is a memory ant, and it helps to collect, organize, and discover and create your visual memory. And I'll show you more detail about it. The first screen shows the whole photos aggregated automatically from the Facebook and social media for my account. And you have some circles, and each circle means the related context photo group. And you can touch one context group, and the other unrelated groups go away. And you can find and discover your hidden or very precious memory by this context, and you can see your memory with a very beautiful effect and moving motion. This is the most important features in memory ant, and as I told you, memory ant generates lots of tag automatically, and you can serve seamless other related memories, and you can also make a movie by the context, like a storytelling. So this feature, our benefit is both for consumer side and enterprise side, And especially for enterprise side, it's about the big data based on the photo. So we can make this business model, and we are actually on the schedule of this business roadmap, and our ultimate goal is to build a worldwide photograph, like a social graph of Facebook. These are our team, and for me, Dylan, I'm an executive director of Memory Antenna. I have a lot of experience about dealing and analyzing big data of NHN and Gmarket. It's a top internet and commerce company. And this is final slide. For next year, we need $1 million, and we are going to send money to this area. And for first example, I really want to work with a top-tier law firm like Wilson and Sonsini, and it's really expensive. So I think that this is very reasonable. And thank you so much. Have a good day.
Okay, that's the A&T Technology Holdings. Especially, I like their pictures, photos, and just seems like they are not just reorganizing the things; they are giving the value of the scalability of the data you have. So that's the potential. Okay, then next up is MathCloud. MathCloud is the last theme of the session 2, and after the presentation, please stay. And other teams who already made the presentation, please come forward after the presentation of the MathCloud. Thank you.
Morning. In American math classes, we teach a lot of concepts poorly over many years. In the Asian systems, they teach few concepts very well over a few years. That was said by Bill Gates, one of the titans who built this city, the Silicon Valley, the cradle of technology revolution. In many areas of technology, Korea is a nation proud of being second to none. Korea produces the majority of smartphones used worldwide, as well as many critical parts that are placed in virtually all types of electronic devices, regardless of brand or nationality. Another example of Korean excellence can be found in math education. Korean students have consistently placed top in international math competitions. And this emphasis by the Koreans to remain as the vanguard of mathematics excellence was a harbinger to the success of Korean businesses in the world of technology. Great success has been achieved in the commerce of technology, yes. However, Korea has seen only meager progress in exporting the root cause of this success, which is mathematics proficiency. Until recently, the proliferation of education has been constrained by geographical limitations, among other reasons. A good teacher or good school could reach only so many. But as with everything else, the internet has changed this dynamic. One great teacher or one great school or one great program can now reach millions. The process of how we transfer knowledge is evolving right before our eyes. MathCloud is perfectly timed and positioned to become a leading force in this paradigm shift. Some already predict that schools as we know them will be a thing of the past. Others believe that teachers will be far less in numbers, but much superior in quality. But almost all agree that our children will learn in new and innovative ways that we cannot even fathom right now. What we can say today is that MathCloud is already playing a huge role in this new wave of teaching mathematics to students in the US and worldwide. In Korea, MathCloud has been used by more than 500,000 students. Thousands more are using it in China, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Vietnam. In the United States, MathCloud has been deployed as a pilot program at Franklin High School in New Jersey, where more than 1,000 students are currently using MathCloud to study for algebra, geometry, and the state's standardized math exam, HESPA. And already, MathCloud has dramatically improved math proficiencies for the thousands who have used it. How do we know that? For one, independent research that was conducted by Asian Development Bank showed that MathCloud increased performance in standardized math exams by 6.92% among students in Sri Lanka. For 2, our internal results show that after just 3 weeks of using MathCloud, 25% of Franklin High School students who previously failed HESPA were able to achieve a passing score. In the US alone, millions of students would benefit from MathCloud. This is why we set up a US subsidiary with offices in New Jersey and Virginia, operated by 12 local staff comprising of veteran educators, top programmers, and an experienced management team. Our US operations have completed 2 rounds of equity funding for a total of $1.7 million and expect to achieve approximately $1 million of revenue in 2013. Our mission is to bring the best of what Korean education has to offer to the world by providing the most innovative, adaptive technology online to anyone or any school that desires improvement in math proficiency. Indeed, we want to deliver the key to open the doors for the next Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Jeff Bezos, the next titans who will change the world. And it all starts with education, in particular, mathematics. Thank you very much.
Stay there. You're the last team, right? Okay. All right, that was the MathCloud. Very impressive. We already have offline academic, kind of math academy franchises. And I find the attractiveness from the core part, possibly the Korean style education part. I like that part. Okay, then now, hence the session 2 is over. Please, the 5 teams who already made the presentation, please come forward upstairs. And we're going to have a session for the, with the judges for the Q&A. Okay, please stand here, right? Take it easy. Yeah, have a deep breath. Judge is not going to kill you. They're going to give you the fun. And right, judges, are you ready? Okay.
Yeah, I think we are ready.
Yes.
My first question is for MathCloud. So, education platform has been around for a while. So, what makes your platform different?
Well, sorry.
Use your microphone.
Well, there are many factors. First and foremost, it's the intellectual properties. The engine that we have developed to provide adaptive features are second to none. We believe that it is the most advanced adaptive engine that's out there. And this is comparing to many of the competitors that have been in the business for a long time, that have gained pretty significant market share in the US. But we believe their technology, for the most part, is far inferior to what we have. So that is our first and foremost strength. But there are many other reasons. It's a proven product. We're a startup, yes, but this is a product that has been used by hundreds of thousands of students worldwide. And when Asian Development Bank, which is one of the largest international organizations in the world, has produced feasibility studies, independent studies that usually apply to large conglomerates, it was a real coup for MathCloud. And we believe that there are many, many projects that will be funded by the likes of ADB, World Bank, and others that will propel the proliferation of MathCloud, not only in the US, but other parts of the world.
So basically you say there is a market.
Well, absolutely.
But my question was, why are you sure that your platform works better than the other platforms? That was my question.
Right. So first and foremost, what I said was that the adaptive technology we have, we believe, is better than anyone else's. Now, this is our belief, of course. This is our company. It's our product. But this is not just us talking. There are independent studies that were done. And I assure you, there is no competitor in the same field that can say that about their product. There's no international organization that has produced these feasibility studies or research papers on their effectiveness. And this is, we believe, is a huge difference from our competitors.
Okay. My second question is for NoTag.
Hi.
So if I remember correctly, you said with 2 million you become global in 20 different countries. How can you do that?
We have the programmer for engineering, computer engineering. So we made the website in each country. We change the payment depends on the country. So it's easy to managing the website because in the headquarters, upload the product and change the language and managing the website. But each country, we need only people, the sales for online and offline. That's why we can expand the worldwide market. So for last year, we make a 7-country network. So they are doing sales and online sales and offline promotion. So we want to expand 20 countries. It means we will make a website, 20 country language payment currency, and we will find the salesperson, and we share the profit with them. We do not give our salary, their salary, because after they make the profit, we will share with them. That's why we don't need to invest a lot of money to make office.
Any other question, comments, or feedback? Elko, please.
Yeah, I close with the last one. Is for a SinglePet. So I love the idea. Why hardware? So why putting hardware in the strategy that, of course, makes?
Actually, we want to make visible things. It's really hard to start up, of course, but we want to try it, and we want to show a startup can make the product.
And so this is also for SinglePet. What is the cost of goods sold for the unit? Or in other words, another way to ask is, what is the retail price you expect to sell it at?
$250.
And that's just a single payment for the machine and the software is free?
Yes.
Okay. And if you don't mind, can I ask one more question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank
Patrick,
you.
always welcome.
No, thank you. Oh, you want to ask?
Since you're asking,
Oh, Donald?
SinglePet, what is your cost of goods?
Pardon?
What is your cost?
Cost?
The retail is $250, right? $250?
Yes.
What is your cost?
Yeah, 100.
And what is the retailer's cost? What do you sell it for?
So we project the retail price to be in the $250 to $300 range, and the unit cost below $100.
Yes, but what is the retailer's cost? What's their margin?
Their margin? Depends. The wholesale will be then around 150, 160, the buying price. Then you sell it for 300 in retail.
So you sell it to the retailer for 150, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Still projections.
Okay. Patrick.
Last question for me, at least, is for Dylan at Memorial. Just wanted to get a sense of the usage pattern. Are you finding, like, how many users do you have? What's the average behavior in terms of, photos and things like that?
Yes, very practical question. Actually, we have about 80 users in closed beta stage, and there are about 50 Korean users and 24 US users and 6 Japanese users. Yeah, maybe not exactly, but about the number is so that. And we check the usage pattern by how the users touch and then select context, because we provide 4 kinds of context, and each context provide another criteria, sorting criteria. So there could be 16 combinations could be possible. And there are 3 nations and 3 cultures, and I found some interesting difference between the cultures. So most Korean people use this application MemoryAnt to managing their visual memories by sorting the how popular and how hot, and then among the people side. That's the most used usage pattern in Korea, but in US, I think that the user of Japanese is so small, so I'm not sure that makes the real pattern, but I think that 25 people in US could make some meaningful pattern, and then the pattern is not for the people. They focusing on the theme, the keyword of the stories. It means that they uploaded photos on social media with some short story, and they focusing more on the keyword than the people. That's interesting difference. Yeah.
Okay, no more questions? Well, I have one question. No, for you, NoTag. You know, sounds like you are running the global marketing by e-commerce solution.
Yes, right.
Basically, putting the value by translation and putting some more additional information for the scattered market purchasers in all over the world from Korea, right?
Not only from Korea. The first step is Korea, but we want to do USA and America as well.
It's in the future?
Not this year. Next year, we have planned to open the company in London. And Silicon Valley, maybe after you stay okay in KOTRA, make office. So maybe I want.
Oh, wait a minute. You know, a business is business, and now I want you to make a separate request by email. Probably most of the people, you know, must be familiar with the working procedure with me. But you know, you're always welcome. But my question is, those kind of e-commerce systems are exposed to the high competition. And do you have any strategic approach?
Yes, high competition. In the world, over 80% Alibaba have a market share for B2B. And B2C, eBay have a market share 20%, over 20% for cross-border e-commerce. It means the huge market in there, but only 2 companies make the huge market share, but that's why we make a unique and quality and small size products. So we want to make a 3% the market share for specialized market.
I see. All right, that's wonderful. That's great. And that was our session 2 Q&A. And now, well done. Now you may leave. Okay, that was our session 2, and NoTag will take my special thanks. Then session 2 is over. Again, now we're gonna have a short 15 minutes break, as I announced earlier, and the new session will start on time after 15 minutes. And here is a special announcement. We are gonna have a raffle during the lunch, so break time. So please just expect it, and you don't want to miss it.